or something like that, and then
That's a good question. So we have people at different times of their lives. We certainly have people who are coming directly from college. People do not need to have majored in education. We have a whole lot of programs that are first certification programs. So we actually are looking for liberal arts and science majors for those programs. So that would be like childhood general ed, middle school general ed, where they need to have a teachable subject. The dual certification, special and general ed programs. For those programs, people may be coming right from college, or they may be career changers. We have a lot of people who have done many other things in their lives and realize, I've been going along the wrong path. I feel that this is what I should be doing. So the average age of our graduate student is about 31. We also have people who have done, as undergraduates, done education programs, and they get their initial New York State certification, or they have certification from another state that has reciprocity with New York, and then they are eligible to come into second certification programs. So that would be people who are going to do a program in curriculum and instruction, or teaching literacy, or one of the special ed programs leading to certification to teach students with disabilities. So there's that whole other tier of people who already are certified. And then we have people who have been teaching for a number of years. They may come back for a literacy program, or they may be coming back for one of our many leadership programs. So it's a nice range, and it means that it's a pretty interesting student body, and it's so lovely to be working at a place where no matter who they are, everyone cares about children, which is, I feel very privileged to be working at a place where that's true. So in addition to those education programs, we do also have a couple of other programs. There's a program in child life for those who want to be working with acutely or chronically ill children in hospital settings, and we also have programs like museum education for people who want. Here we are in New York City, you know.
Tell me about it. That was the first thing I looked for, an internship at a museum. Couldn't find one.
Yeah, they're tough to come by.
Yeah. But I like mine. Oh no, I got sidetracked.
That's okay. That's all right.
Okay, this is kind of a hard one.
Okay.
Well, I have two kind of hard ones. Kind of put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
What are the I guess if it's not three, it doesn't have to be three, but I said three in the question. The main things, and you've kind of answered this, but in more indirect ways, but the three main things that really come to mind when someone says Bank Street, if you're doing word association, like the three just.
Oh, okay. No, if child-centered would definitely be one, or learner-centered. Experiential learning, and for me, just because this is so central, it's not a word, but it's, working respectfully with colleagues or with kids.
Good ones. My other hard one. So, if there was one pivotal thing that made you, realize that you love Bank Street. Everybody has that story that made you realize you love teaching, or that story that made you realize that yes, this is where I'm supposed to be, or something like that. Everyone has those, but I guess the one more specifically about Bank Street.
So my own personal.
I mean,
story,
I guess if it's personal, but.
I can tell you that what I hear a lot from our graduates is that when they came to Bank Street and they started taking classes here, they felt they had come home. There's just something about this place that just resonates with people. There's a great deal of warmth here. it really prepares people well to work with kids. There's not silliness that goes on here. You know, you're not having to do things that you think won't matter.
Right.
Sure. And for me, I have been here a long time, but I think a lot of people feel this way. I mean, I work with wonderful people. I love everybody who works in this office. My whole student services team is great. I thoroughly enjoy working with the faculty. So for me, I came home when I first came here. I certainly had that feeling that I had done 2 previous graduate programs, and this for me was different.
Where else did you?
Brown University and Boston University. Mm-hmm.
Need to get it.
No.
I think you've answered all of my previously prepared questions.
Okay.
I don't know what else to ask.
Okay. So and I know you're studying the East Village, or the West Village. The West Village?
Yeah, the West Village.
The West Village. But just to give you a little bit of a sense of up here.
Oh, great. Yeah.
This is very much a residential and academic community. It's just south of Harlem.
Right.
But this Upper West Side is really an interesting place.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time up here because right now I'm working at a theater production office, and we have a show that just started up, and it's at the West Side Y, so a lot of the errands I run are around here, and
Great.
I've gotten to know the area a little bit, and I really like it. It's very nice.
Great. So just, for those, I know that this is now several years ago, but you know that Seinfeld
Yep.
had lived in this neighborhood. So what was the restaurant on the show is Tom's Restaurant that is diagonally across the street. And I'm still seeing people have their photos taken in front
I
of
know
the
that
restaurant.
people on our trip went up to Columbia to go to the journalism program, and I wished I could have gone, but they went at 5:30, and I don't get off till 6.
Yeah.
But afterwards, they went to Tom's. And
Yes. So the inside of the restaurant does not look like it did on Seinfeld.
Right.
That inside is at the Museum of the Moving Image, which is in Queens.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine at the end of the street is a remarkable, you have this Gothic, Romanesque and Gothic cathedral here in New York City, so that's worth visiting. But it's Columbia University, Manhattan School of Music, Union Theological, the Jewish Theological, a lot of academic
So do you
institutions
also live
here,
up here, or do you live outside of the city?
I live outside the city,
Yeah.
so I come in every day. But this is a